Good morning, grade 9 students, and welcome to our computer class. So for today, we will have a new topic. But before I will formally get started with the lesson, now I'll give you the lesson outcomes or the lesson objectives. At the end of the lesson, the student will be able to explain the different uses of blogging, appreciate the usefulness of blogging, and show how to be a responsible blogger. And the lesson outcomes or the lesson outlines rather. So these are based on our book. So what are the topics that we have to tackle? We have the uses of blogging, the popular blogging platforms, choosing a blog platforms, and responsible blogging. Now, are you ready? All right. Kindly answer this question. Have you ever felt extreme dislike for a person? Uh, were you able to do that? When you see someone without knowing that person, you can automatically dislike it. No? You dislike the person without knowing them first. Something like you are a judgmental in that fact. So have you ever felt extreme dislike a person? Yes or no? Okay, answer me that later. Sometimes, class, it's easy to feel negatively towards someone who you don't see eye to eye. However, it's important to remember that there is always more than meets the eye. Every human, okay, every person is complex, and it would be unfair to judge someone unless we know the person's life, right? Or we can share his or his innermost thoughts and emotions and not just make conclusions based on what we see or what we perceive. Okay, so the onset of blogging class, okay, our lesson for today will talk entirely about what? Blogging, as I mentioned, no? So blog. So what do you mean by blog, by the way? Uh, Anybody from the class? Okay. So class, before I will give the meaning of that now. So the onset of blogging has revolutionized the world in the sense that it gave us a new platform to express ourselves and our inner thoughts. So years ago, class, no, only the internet pioneers and tech savvy individuals have blogs. Okay, so remember that a few years ago there were only few who can really connect to the internet, because as we can observe that being connected to the internet is or let's say if you want to connect or if you want to have an internet at home, it's costly, right? So that's why there were only few who were bloggers before. Okay, so but through the years, blogging grew. Okay, grew as a phenomenon. Okay, everyone, yes, everyone is aware of what is a blog and who are the bloggers, what are they doing, no? Every one of us, if there is an incident happen, we automatically turn on our cell phones and um, make a video of that scene, right? So in that sense, it's already a blog. Okay, if you upload it online, right? So that's another story. That's a vlog. That's a video log. But here, blog class, B-L-O-G, used to be like simple online diaries, okay, where people can record their thoughts, freeze the moments of their lives, and share them the rest of their emotion, feeling to the rest of the world. So today, the functions of blogging have grown much beyond self-expression. Not only the blogging is not only for our self-expression, but its focus or it's grown or that have grown much beyond self-expression, as I have said. So in this lesson class, you learn more about the uses of blogging, what are the popular blogging platforms you can use, and how to be a responsible blogger, right? So first, what are the actual, okay, what are the actual benefits that you can get from blogging? Anybody from the class? All right, let me give you one. Okay, as I have said earlier, self-expression is the number one. Okay, self-expression. So what do you mean by self-expression then? So blogs are like online diaries that can be ready by anyone who visits them. Okay, blogging gives people the chance to communicate in a manner unlike in face-to-face communication, right? Blogging is also an activity where you can share your life with anyone who might be interested through the pictures you post, the narrated memories, or other snippets or clips that you like to upload. So through your blog, many people can become familiar with you and your, yes, familiar with you, with your output. And if you're good enough, you can become an online celebrity and get international recognition. A good thing about blogging class is that it gives you the means to share only what what you do about yourself. Okay, what you do about yourself at your own pace, right? So that's the good thing. There is no limit of time. There is no pressure of doing it because it's about yourself. Okay, it's a diary of yourself. So that's the first benefit of blogging, self-expression. The next, uh, the next benefit is online portfolio. Have you heard this online portfolio class? Right? So this is the era where employers, universities, and other institutions can choose to do research over the internet on candidates for acceptance or employment. So after all, most people are online and there is bound to be a thing or two that serves as a testament to a character or skills candidate. So if you have the blog, you can make use of it. No? So if you have a blog, you can use it not just to express yourselves, but to build an online portfolio as well. So that can promote your skills, talents. Okay. So for example, if you're good in writing, if you're good writer and plan to have a career in journalism field, so your blog entries can serve as your writing examples. You can also post your written works, such as your essays for school. So if you're a talented artist, you can upload some examples of your blogs. Okay, so most of the companies nowadays will connect to our online portfolio, like LinkedIn. If you have that LinkedIn, So they will automatically go to LinkedIn and find a certain skills and that might, I know, that might, or that they need, no, if they want to hire someone. So they will not just only accept the resume physically, the printed one, but they automatically now go to a website that use online portfolio. Okay, that's the second one. All right. So there are a lot of things when it comes to benefits, no? So if why do people blog? So there are a lot of reasons, class. Aside from that, no, aside from that, it can help to process our thoughts. Okay, often thoughts which are not written down, okay, are forgotten without, right? So if we did not write it, we will forget definitely what happened with the scene or with that day, with that moment. So if you write it through blog, so at least you save the memory through your online diary. Okay, so it improves another that rather than writing it on a paper. So they serve it as an online based. So it improves your command on that language. So you will be practiced with those things now. Increases your vocabulary of words. It helps in creating creative thinking, improves the memory, and helps in a group discussion. And if you write, then you will read, diba? So you will also proofread. So you will be a good proofreader of your own work. So those are the reasons why people blog, or let's say benefits of blogging. Next. What's next? All right. So since we're talking about blogging, no, so we have to use platforms. And what are these platforms? Okay, so since it's all for blogs, no, so we have to use blogging platforms. Now, what are the popular blogging platforms that you know? I'm sure you are also having or you're practicing this. Okay, have you experienced this thing? Have you experienced that? Hmm? So, are you excited to start your own blog class? Hmm? So, if you're ready, so I have to give you these things. So, before anything else, you must have to choose your blog or platform. Okay. So, what platform are you going to use in this kind of blog? Okay. So, there are a lot of examples in the internet. So many social networks, class, like the Twitter, Facebook, offer free blogging. Okay, free blogging options. But if you want to want a more personal, a separate online space, okay, then that's the moment you have to choose popular blogging sites. Okay, so one of the popular blogging sites or platforms is Blogger, blogger.com. Okay, blogger.com. So, more familiar with this platform. I hope you were able to search this platform. Okay, so Blogger class. The Blogger is the formerly called Blogspot. Okay, so the change in the shop. So from Blogspot, it's changed to Blogger. So Blogger is one of the commonly used blog platforms these days because of its intuitive user interface in the Philippines. Okay, running neck and neck with WordPress. Okay, WordPress installed. So the result of the survey sponsored by the PinoyLogosphere.com in 2008 showed that 35% of blogging respondents used it. So WordPress users comprised 30%. Okay, so Blogger is a relatively easy to use service that features custom templates and a lot of helpful blogging add-ons and search support, courtesy of Google, which now turns it, no? So Blogger allows you to monetize your blog through advertisement, particularly with Google AdSense. It also lets you have plenty of blogs on one account, and you can upload lots of photos into your site as well. So it's not only in YouTube that you can be monetized, also with your blogging, online blogging, okay? Write-ups, your write-ups can be monetized, okay? Your video uploaded can be monetized through Google AdSense, okay? So that is one. The other example is WordPress. Okay, so with my students before, we made this. We used WordPress.com or the Wix.com. Actually, there are a lot of options for you to choose. Okay, WordPress. WordPress.com is another online blogging platform. Okay, so what is this all about? So the WordPress is another popular and free blogging platform that features a lot of templates, okay, and an easy to use the system. Okay, WordPress. Okay, WordPress has gained popularity as the platform of choice of web developers to its customizability and flexibility in integrating social networking tools. And WordPress blogs may also be monetized through advertising. Okay, so most of them, once you put and you have a lot of followers, then you will be monetized according to views. Right? So that's WordPress.com. Another example is the Vox. Okay, Vox is to it. Where is it? Vox. So this is the logo of Vox, right? So what is the Vox? So Vox Class is a blogging platform. Okay, another blogging platform designed to be more of a social community from the start. Okay, but if you want a hobby, a themed, or a personal blog, Vox is a great choice. So it also allows customization of widgets and add-ons. Okay. So mostly we use this because it's free, right? WordPress, Wix, Blogger, Vox, right? Those are the things we use if you want to have a free version, okay? Free without payment, in the shop. Live journal. Did I include the live journal here? Let me check if I include. So live journal is another, okay, live journal is another blog spot or blog sites rather, right? So one of the first blogging platforms is the live journal. So the live journal class allows you to have completely private or public blog. So just like Vox, okay, just like Vox, Live Journal has communities like in a social network. You can immediately see your friends blog. Yeah, you can see your friends blog posts. Live Journal also features a lot of templates, but you can customize your blog to your liking. Okay, so there are options, a lot of options for you to click to know your theme, how it will look like. So it's based on your preferences. Now, what are the other um, sites, blog platforms? So these are the examples of the blog platforms. So Blog Drive features various templates and unlimited space for blog entries. So the address is www.blogdrive.com. We also have TypePad, blogging service available in services language. Okay, typepad.com. Blogsum, fast blog hosted based on Ireland. So blogsum.com and blog hosting with unlimited bandwidth is www.blog.com. Okay, so those are the platforms, okay, blog platforms that you may use in the future. All right, so are you ready now to make one? So I will teach you the process on how to do it. All right, so for now, I just have to give you this step, but I will make a separate video on how to process or register to a blogger.com. Okay, so this is the steps that you have to undergo, right? So I'll just post it here, but in the next video I will be making a separate video on how to register to blogger.com. Okay. Hi, my baby's here. Okay, for a while, maybe a minute. Okay. Now, tips. Sorry, okay, I'm good. All right, tips. I'll give you some tips. Okay, tips on, let's say, choosing. Okay, choosing a blog platform. Okay, the blogging platform that you choose should depend on the specific goals you have for your blog. So these are the tips. Okay, when starting out and choosing a good blogging platform. Number one is take your time. All right. So when we say take your time, don't rush into picking a blog platform. Why? Okay, because it would be hassle to transfer. Should you decide later than you want another host? Okay, so it's a very difficult to transfer files from one host to another, right? Transferring entails extra costs and time. You have to determine the goals of your blog as well as your budget first. So ask another bloggers what host they use and their on the services and prices. Okay, so what are their, or how much are you going to pay with that host? Okay, so what do you mean by host? Later I will discuss it. So if you want to verify certain information, contact the support or technical group of your possible blog host and verify. The second tip, okay, is determine if you want a hosted blog or a standalone blog. Okay, so what do you mean by this? So when it comes to blogs class, you have choices. Are you going for a hosted blog or a standalone one? So when you say hosted blogs are the type that many bloggers start out with. Why? Because they are easy to set up. They are free and require hardly any coding. So these blogs are called hosted. Okay, hosted because they do not have their own domain. With hosted blogs, the blog address will usually be a combination of your chosen blog name and the URL. So for example, if I am into a WordPress, so my URL or my website address would be like this: www.geraldineramain.wordpress.com, right? So I am still using the name of the host, uh, yes, hosted site, right? Or if you go for Blogspot, www.geraldineramin.blogspot. So that's the hosted one. But if you go for the standalone class, standalone blogs have their own URLs, such as like this: www.geraldineramin.com. Oh, so having a unique URL without the inclusion of the host is an advantage because it gives distinction to your clients and identify to the blog, which becomes easier to recall. So standalone blogs are ideal if flexibility is valued, especially when it comes to design. No? So standalone blogs can be customized to the blogger's liking. So standalone blogs are not free, remember, okay? You have to pay for it. So when you choose this blog type or this type of platform, there are three things that you usually pay for. The blog platform, okay, the system that you use to publish your blog, which may or may not offer the services for free. The hosting, which is the system that lets you blog become accessible over the internet. And the third one is the domain name, the blog address that you will choose, right? So choosing a domain name can be tricky because of the domain name you prefer might be taken already. So for instance, class, or for example, class, if you wish to have or to use uh, www.geraldine, let's say your business, okay, www.blockshine.com, but another blog or website has already claimed it. So you have to change, definitely change it, class. So you can try something else, right? Until it is accessible or it's good to use. So blog platforms offers different levels and combinations of services to choose from, whether your blog is hosted, okay, whether your blog is hosted somewhere else for a free or for a fee while using the same platform for development. So you have to review the services of the form to determine which suits you the best. Okay, so this is only the big difference of the two. It's mahal, it's expensive, it's costly. Okay, when you um, get or paid for host, pero it's unique. Okay, you're not anymore using the extension name of the blogs, or the extension name of the blogging site, right? So it's easy for your clients to remember and it's already accessible online. The third, okay, let's go to the third benefits, okay? Again, you have two options, hosted, all right? The, ano sa tayo ito? The standalone platform or the hosted blogs, right? So when you say hosted, that's the free version filmed available in the internet. But when you use the URL, so you have to still adopt and use their extension name. While the standalone blogs, these are the unique URL, okay? So which are going to pay something. Right. Now, the third tips is compare the features of the different blogging platforms. So it was mentioned in the second one. Okay, so review the services offered by the different hosts and find the best one that matches your goals of your blog. Okay, check out the different templates and add-ons offered, including the costs. Okay, so that you can determine if you can allot a budget. So blog host service packages change frequently to regular check for updates. Okay, so yan na siya. Kailangan ka check. Good. Okay, costly. Yes, to be honest, this is costly. So what is the Pinoy blog sphere? So it was mentioned now that the blog sphere conducted a survey. Okay, so as mentioned, okay, katong blogger, remember? So the Pinoy, that's Pinoy logos one dito. Never mind. Okay, let me proceed. Saan na to? Oops. All right. So the Pinoy blogosphere, okay? Another milestone in the local internet setting is the blogging. So with this advent of social networking, the Pinoy blogosphere has grown tremendously in the past few years as more Filipinos create their own blogs to express themselves. So in line with this, a lot of blogging communities have also been formed. So this has spurred the emergence award of giving bodies like the Chepio blog awards, the Philippine blog awards, and social consciousness movements. So it's written in the book, hindi go over with that na lang. So based on the respondents to yogatech.com for a project that attempted to trace the roots blogging in the Philippines, it's been generally accepted that Lauren Dado made the first blog in the country back in 1996. Okay? Lauren Dado, according to made the first blog in the Philippines. So she was only 10 years old and was inspired by the blogging of the British named Haley, who was 14 years old back then. So dugay na gid siya nag-start. Okay? So even Filipino bloggers were into it na. So it was Lauren Dado who was acknowledged acknowledged and known as the first blog or blogger, Filipino blogger. Okay, next. That's it. Those are the tips. Okay, tips. Now let's go. So, microblogging. So microblogging class is a new form of blogging that allows users to write short text updates or post small media files like photos and publish through tools like mobile phones. instant messaging programs or directly from the web. So what are these? So micro uh, blogging. So once you post an update class, your friends or subscriber to your microblog account will immediately receive it. Okay, and they can respond in return. So microblogging has a lot of users. You can use it instantly. Okay, instantly know that or instantly know what your friends are up to or what they're thinking. So you can use it to update your friends about activities or promote something. So if you have blog entry, you can just post it there, the link, right? So mura na good siya one class. It's just like us. Facebook that we use. You can put the link and etc. If you have the new update or new uploads, so that's it, right? So we have also popular microblogging tool today, which is the Twitter, which allow us users to post status updates via SMS, emails, and browsers. Okay, so the example is okay. The example, I'll give you the example of this microblogging tool. So these are the example. Support, Tumblr, I rate my day, mood wheel. So these are the examples of the microblogging tool, right? So let's go directly to responsible blogging. How to be a responsible blogger. Okay, so many of us doesn't know this. Okay, they just keep on blogging, but they don't know how to be a responsible one. Right? Number one. Number one. Uh, verify your facts. Okay. So now that you know, class, the blogging, the benefits of blogging with the popular platforms used, it's time also to learn how to be a responsible blogger. And these are the guidelines. Okay. Number one is to verify your facts. Oh, fake news are rampant nowadays. Okay. The internet has made it easy for us to post and repost about any content that we can think or read about. Thus, the internet has a lot of rehashed information. So as a responsible blogger, class, you should do your research and verify facts before you post or react to comments in your blog. So don't be lazy to publish anything without looking at your story, idea, issue, argument from all sides to be able to exercise objectivity. Remember that a lot of research, class, may just result in misinformation that can make you appear irresponsible and tarnish your what? Tarnish your online reputation. Okay, second, quote sources properly. All right. So, quote sources. So, whenever you refer to any idea, write-ups, or writing or creation of other people, always give credits. Okay? And create a text or image linked to the source. If the original source cannot be linked easily, provide a citation or information that readers can use to track down the source. Quoting sources class properly allows reader to get to the root of the facts. So at the same time, it shows respect to your sources. So claiming someone else's work or idea as your own is not just a breach of ethics, but can also lead us to legal charges in extreme cases. So you're aware of the netiquette, okay? So it was mentioned in our netiquette to properly cite sources, okay? So I'm sure that you're also aware of that when you were in grade 8, 7, and 8, because you have your thesis, right? Your baby thesis. And you, of course, grab information from the internet. But it's okay to do that and make sure, okay? Just to make sure that you properly cite them. Okay, give credits to the owner. Right. Third one, check your entries. Okay, check your entries on sensitive and controversial issues. So how to, okay, when you plan to publish something, a controversial or sensitive issues, check your planned entry before posting to make sure that you are as objective as can be. Sometimes you may think your reaction on an issue or another person won't really affect anyone, but it's truth. But in truth, it can damage another reputation or cause a negative steer on the blogosphere. Okay, so it's a very, hard man. Right? So be civil and respectful is the number 4. Be civil and respectful. So how you say things says a lot about the kind of person you are. So while having a blog gives you freedom to say what you want to put, whatever words you like, the use of socially unacceptable words will ultimately damage you and you're alone. So be careful. So for instance, do you need to put a lot of cuss words or insulting terms when you're reacting towards something? Well, think about it. Blogging class does not mean you have to post only about sunshine and roses, but also you have to be respectful and criticize things in the most civil way. So remember that having the ability to put your criticism and point across politely reflects on your breeding. You have to take note of that. All right? So it's not just reacting, posting the words, whatever words that you think, no? It's not like that. You have to criticize, you have to criticize things in the most civil way. Okay? Still be respectful online. All right? Number 5, control the comments. Control the comments. So in our posts, there are certainly commenters. All right, there are a lot of may argue on what you post. So Aside from maintaining that responsibility for what you post on your blog, so you must also exercise the responsibility to control other people's posts on your blog through the comments. Hmm. It will help to create a comment policy for everyone to see. So you also have the choice to allow comments to be approved automatically on the screen comments first before they are posted. So if your blog or if you blog about the sensitive issues, criticism and negative reactions are inevitable, yes. But draw the line towards the use of the foul and derogatory word. All right? So just like in YouTube, there are vloggers who off their comments because they don't want to read negative comments, foul words comments, something that will reflect, okay, something that can also damage the video itself. So they use it para makontrol and walay gubo. Okay? Next, apply discretion when a post is sponsored. So once you are sikat or famous in the internet, celebrity online now, you have to apply discretion when a post is sponsored. So just like in the few blogs that you've watched and read, so they buy in the YouTube, this video is sponsored by etc. etc. And sometimes vloggers covered the label. Okay, this is my favorite brand, but it's not sponsored. So they just have to, you know, cover the names of that brand. Okay, para walay issue. So if you're good enough writer class, no, be a blogger. So sooner or later, you may be discovered online and have the opportunity to write people or companies on your blog and earn from it. Okay. A blog post that is paid for and written for the benefit of others is called a sponsored post. Okay. While it is better to disclose when an entry is a sponsored post to remain transparent of your readers and to build your credibility. Your client may wish to have it otherwise. If the company or a person you're writing does not object, it is usually a courtesy to post or disclose notice at the end of the end of each sponsored post or anywhere suitable of the page of your blog. Okay, so just be transparent of your clients. So sometimes if there is new restaurant, they will hire blogger to post it online and they have to, you know, pay for them. So that's how you will earn. If you're really a good writer, then exercise it. Try to make one and then maanad naman ka, you're used to it, then definitely it's just a habit now on posting with facts, okay, with facts, right? Then that serves as your income very soon, extra income, right? So those are the different topics, right? Can you still remember those things? I hope so. So to sum up, okay, I'll give you the sum up class. So this is the golden era of blogging. Even me myself is a blogger, chart, because I'm just using my YouTube, right? So every day, more and more people sign up for blogs and become bloggers. So adding to the millions of people around the world who already have blogs, right? I'm one of the millions then. Anyway, let me forget. Blogging class is a great way to express oneself and to have an online portfolio. So there are plenty of blogging platforms to choose from. So what are those? Okay, we have the Vox, the Wordpress, the Blogger, the Live Journal, Wix.com, etc. Right? So blogging gives you the freedom of expression online, but as with anything in this world, this freedom also comes with responsibility, which we should exercise at any cost, right? So, did you remember those things? I hope so, okay? So, please, um, I'm very excited that you will create one very soon. And just always remember that you have to be respectful online. Okay? Be a responsible blogger class, right? So I hope you've learned something for today. So sorry if there are noises or yes, if you hear something now like noise. My doctor is also giving me noise here. So just, you know, forgive me for that. But then I hope you've learned something for today. So if you have more questions, you can direct message me in my messenger or email me or call me, text me, right? Personally. But again, do it with respect. All right. So I hope it's all clear and you were able to get the idea, the content of the lesson. That's all for today about blogging, and see you next time. Goodbye and God bless you, grade 9 students. This is Teacher Dean signing off.